Hi everyone, it's Raiza Contawi and it's been a while. Oh my gosh. As you may or may not know, we just launched a beauty brand, ENIGMA. It's time to sit back, relax. I've missed you guys so much. I feel like I'm in my element again. Like, this is what I've been doing for almost 10 years. It's an OG YouTube video kind of thing. Enigma was born out of deep love for makeup. In its definition, it's a person or thing that is mysterious or puzzling. When we come to think of it, diba, makeup is like a puzzle. You're trying to figure things out. Paano ba to ilagay? Ano bang kulay na babagay sa akin? You're really discovering yourself and a craft that is makeup. We created Enigma to be that beauty space. Hindi lang siya product, hindi lang siya brand, but we really want to encourage, self-expression na talagang doon na itodo na natin to. Parang based on my experience, iba yung nagagawa ng makeup sa akin. Isang araw, Catherine Bernardo ako. And then the next, naging Nadine Lucia ako. And each look, talagang isinasatao ko yun. Talagang kinakareer ko yun. And iba yung nagagawa talaga ng makeup. And I really want you to feel that. I don't want you to feel intimidated. It's okay to really explore. And if you feel like you're a different person whenever you wear makeup, that is completely fine. That's the art of it. Our first ever creation, ladies and gentlemen, is Enigma Skintroduction Longwear Liquid Foundation. Hindi ko alam yung mararamdaman ko now that I'm finally showing this to you. I'm just really, really happy and excited, and we're really, really proud of this. As the creative director, I also lead the research and product development for Enigma. So when we were thinking of the first product, sabi ko, bakit hindi natin tapangan? Let's go bold. Bakit hindi base? Kasi yun yung, ako personally, dun ako nagsastart sa base. Secondly, we went to a medium to full coverage foundation because that is more flexible. Kung gusto mong i-sheer out, we can do workarounds with it. Or nipisan mo lang yung application, you'll be able to achieve a sheer coverage. But also because I feel for those who have acne-prone skin. Majority of us na gusto mag-foundation is because we want to perfect our base and also we want to somehow cover our blemishes. And for those who have acne-prone skin like myself, I need a foundation with coverage. There are base products na specifically formulated, let's say, for dry skin or for oily skin lang, but it doesn't mean na bad sila na parang, ay, hindi siya ideal for all skin types. Ganun talaga yung base products Talagang may customization, may preference. Pero to have a foundation na talagang makikater niya yung lahat ng skin types, then that would be very, very promising. And we worked so hard to get there. We made sure that it is also skincare infused and it is packed with skin healing properties and antioxidants. As for its performance, it's long wearing, that is proven and tested. Transfer resistant, also self-setting. It has this finish na as if it's airbrushed, hindi siya overly matte, hindi rin siya overly dewy, and it's impressively lightweight for its coverage. Enigma soft launched last March 27, and then we held a launch party last April 10, and here's the better news, it is now available online. I'm wearing the exact foundation combo na sinuot ko nung launch event, and now we're gonna go barefaced. We'll start from the very beginning. Let's do the application and the swatches. We're gonna start with the swatches, pero medyo weird lang kasi kung papansin yung kamay ko, darker kasi nagsa-self-tan ako. Starting off with porcelain, this is very fair, cool, a bit rosy undertones. You can see there's a little bit of pinkish tone to it. Ivory, this is a very fair yellow undertone. Fair, light, neutral, rosy undertone. The shade light is light with yellow undertone. Beige is light medium with neutral undertone. And natural is light to medium shade with neutral undertone and a bit of rosiness to it. Light golden is light to medium with yellow undertone. Sand is medium with warm and yellow undertone, but also there's a bit of rosiness to it. Medium beige is medium with neutral undertone. The warm beige has the same lightness as the beige, but this has a warmer undertone. Honey is medium warm with golden undertone. And toasted almond has dark, warm undertone. For shade reference, I have here the MAC Studio Radiance. It's NC25 and NC30. I'm quite in the middle. This is NC25. So, as you can see, if I blend this out, there. This is NC30. You can see it's a bit dark. If I mix the two, I kind of get the in-between. So this is what it looks like sa gitna ng face ko. See? So that's the closest. We are going to moisturize this side of my face and ang gagamitin natin itong MAC Hyper Real Serumizer. And tested ko na it goes well with Enigma Skintroduction Longwear Liquid Foundation. Sobrang konti lang nang ilalagay ko and I'm just gonna apply this all over my cheeks. If you've been watching me since day one, I never use one shade. I always layer my foundation and this is what I call dimensional painting. So what is dimensional painting is when you use multiple shades for your base. Of course, kapag nakahanap kayo ng skin match or like a skin shade na sobrang lapit sa skin shade nyo, then that's perfect. But if you also want to level up your skin matching and your color theory, this is what I do. I use my finger and then I apply the lighter shade or pwede rin like skin match but better lighter shade on the center of my face. I use my fingers para sobrang nipis at saka para sobrang lapat sa muka. The story behind this foundation is that I envisioned this to be talagang magsusurvive sa extreme conditions. Nandyan yung araw, yung init, lalo na sa panahon ngayon. Ewan ko ba kung bakit sobrang init ngayon. Umuulan. And of course, nandyan yung extreme conditions outside of the Philippines, especially when we travel. Nandyan yung winter, yung sobrang lamig, and dryness. Mix a little bit of the sand sa natural. So, meron akong middle shade. And then, I apply it naman here. Kasunod noong natural. This is really how I do my foundation, guys. And of course, I kept in mind those with acne-prone skin because I personally have acne-prone skin. Yung confidence na ibibigay ng talagang reliable na foundation sa akin, especially nung talagang, ay grabe yung aking mukha. Iba yung pakiramdam nun. Kaya gusto ko yun ma-share sa lahat talaga. Gusto kong ma-experience din yun ng iba. I'm gonna finish the blending with a sponge on this side. So if moisturize naman yung face nyo, so merong konting slip, you may go ahead with a sponge. Since this is a self-setting liquid foundation, so you kind of have to work fast. But here's a story time. The first sample really sets so fast, as in sobrang bilis, that I made sure na sabi ko, no, let's thin it out a little and give it time to set. You know, enough time for you to really blend and talagang pakapitin yung foundation sa mukha nyo nang hindi siya agad-agad natutuyo. So this is just one layer with a moisturizer, with a sponge, and this with nothing on, gagamitan natin siya ng brush. Same goes here. Lagi talaga akong nagsisimula sa daliri. Yung warmth talaga ng finger, mas magandang distribution niya. Mabilis ang patong lang natin. And then with the dense brush, I'm gonna start patting away, buffing away from the center of my face outward. Now this with a brush gives more coverage than a sponge. Favorite kong gamitin yung brush when I'm applying this foundation. Look at that. Alam niyo, yung kapit niya talaga sa balat. I'm still surprised. Ano nga yung difference sa may moisturizer o wala? If you want a longer time to blend, go with a moisturizer. Also, of course, if you have dry skin. On this side, nagbe-blend pa rin siya ng maayos. But then, it sets faster. If you want to sheer out the foundation, use a moisturizer and then layer the foundation, a very thin layer of the foundation on top. If you're using the Dalba First Spray Serum, this is how I do it if I want to sheer it out. I just spray this part. Let's do the forehead. And then I can now directly use a brush para lang sobrang nipis ng foundation. And then, i-blend ko na siya. Circular motion. So you can see, mas may slip na siya. And kahit i-2 layers ko, hindi siya makapal. That is very sheer. We're going ahead with the second layer foundation para kung ayaw nyo na mag-concealer, especially kung may mga blemishes lang naman na minor, you can go ahead with 2 layers of the foundation and my gosh, look at this coverage. The moment I said yes to this foundation was, sinusubukan ko siya and then sinuot ko siya on a golf day nang hindi ko intentionally na i-wear test siya. Kasi during that time, parang lagi ko nang dinadampot tong foundation na to. And I said, okay, let me just wear this foundation and I know kasi na talagang long-lasting siya. Pero, during that golf day, umulan. So kapag nag-golf ka kasi and umuulan, talagang maglalaro ka ng umuulan at talagang mababasa ka talaga. Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng ihampas yung golf club nang may nagpapahayong sa'yo. So talagang maliligo ka talaga. And I did. After that, we were supposed to go home para makaligo, para refresh naman. But then, nagkaroon ng biglaang screen golf naman. So, dire-diretso kami talagang nag-golf. Lalagyan ko muna ng second layer itong side na to. Hinilamusan ko pa yung mukha ko ng tubig kasi nga naulanan ako and then wala na akong panahon maghilamos. So, parang binasa ko lang ng tubig para matanggal yung dirt whatsoever. And then, hindi talaga siya natanggal. Doon ako parang, oh my gosh. Doon ako nagkaroon ng confidence na talaga na parang, I think this is it. The best thing is, sobrang tagal kong sinuot yung foundation na yun. I think that was the longest na suot ko kasing foundation na yun. Na medyo tinanggap ko kung sakaling mag-breakout ako kinabukasan kasi sobrang sensitive. I have very, very acne-prone skin. But the next day, wala. And sobrang... When it comes to oxidation, I've tried all the shades on my skin, on my face. It doesn't oxidize. But of course, it still depends on your skin chemistry. Sa akin, sa experience ko, it's true to tone. And kung ano yung kulay niya pagkaset, meron na tayong tinatawag na dry down. Let me explain the difference ng oxidation and dry down. So lahat naman halos ng foundation, when it dries down, just like yung paint, yung fresh coat niya, it appears lighter. And once nagda-dry down na siya, it can appear slightly darker. So yung oxidation, it is when the product is exposed na sa air and yung different factors, the environmental factors, your skin chemistry would affect the foundation as well. So ito yung drastic change in color. It could turn darker and orangey or red or grayish. Let's do this. I'm gonna do it here. See that? Also, that is a thick layer, but let's do this. So see, you can see a slight change. Pero, look at that change. Hindi sobrang drastic. Hindi siya naging orange. Hindi rin siya naging red. Give it time to set. And if you blot it, look at this. This is without powder. We will not set this with powder whatsoever. But look at the transfer. Yung unang prototype, that was a transfer-proof version. I worked para maging transfer-resistant na lang siya than transfer-proof. And there's a good reason. Because mas magandang komportable yung liquid foundation. Kapag gusto mo mag-retouch, let's say if you really want to retouch your foundation, if it's really, really transfer-proof, the thing is, it won't budge. Most probably, you'd have to erase everything and hindi mo na siya papapatungan kasi hindi na siya gumagalaw. In short, mas prioritize ko talaga yung comfort niya over extreme performance. Now, let's try setting this with a loose powder. I'm gonna be using an almost translucent loose powder. This is from Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake in Cherry Blossom. To really test this, I'm gonna bake. I'm really going to apply this on the side of my face. Dito muna natin simulan dito sa side na to. Okay, I'm really gonna pack this with powder. If you prefer the no shine finish, just go light. You can, of course, lightly set it with the powder, but this is just me doing this extremely just so we can see kung magkikake ba siya, kung ano bang lagay ng panahon. With this formula, meron kang flexibility eh. If you want a matte finish, go lightly set this with the powder. If you want a radiant, skin-like finish, pero may coverage. Alam mo, may coverage but it doesn't look like you're wearing a lot of foundation. And this is 2 layers. Go without. You can just leave as is. And when I was testing this foundation, I went on weeks. Nilalagay ko siya without anything. Hindi ko siya siniset. Hindi ko siya ni-spray ng mga fixing spray whatsoever. As is nang talaga. But with moisturizer because I have dry combination skin. We're gonna add color na to the face. And I picked a powder formula para talaga makita natin kung paano ba kakapit yung powder on just foundation or doon sa side na naset with powder. So sana matapos yung look ko na medyo pantay ang aking mukha kasi yung isa talaga matte, yung isa naman, tinan mo, skin. So, gagawa natin ng paraan yan. Magic ang makeup. And now, on this side, with just the foundation, it still blends and glides on easily. See that? And now with the blush, unahin ko na tong side na to. Madali pa rin siya talaga. Close up. Hindi siya mabubutas or hindi siya magiging unblendable. The powders still blend. And this side, actually, the difference is with the powder, it really slips. Alam mo yun, yung talagang dumudulas yung brush. But then, yung pigment, yung payoff ng blush, mas kita siya agad kapag foundation lang. So this, I just have to really pack the blush para umangat siya. Maglagay lang tayo ng konting pa antena lang, ganyan. Oh, para oh my gosh, dumigay pa nga. Let's see this up close. This is with the powder. No concealer, just moisturizer underneath. This is without anything, just skin. Enigma Skintroduction Longwear Liquid Foundation is finally available online on Lazada, Shopee, and TikTok Shop. You may follow our socials as well for updates. I'm really just happy na we're finally able to share this to the world. Before, I was teasing it and may mga nakakapansin, parang ano ba yung foundation nyo? And hindi ko siya masagot. But now, it's here. It's finally out. And I'm really just happy again for the overwhelming support and the love. And it's just crazy. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!